Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, family relatives and family members, welcome to the first episode of Conversation Corner with myself, your host, with the most and the very, very most and utmost most. Short stuff, no cold, the sweetest voice behind your camera is what you can call me. Now, Conversation Corner, Kabele Corner, where we'll be talking about everything that has to do with everyone and everything at all. Today, my first guest. I am so honored to be sitting next to the incredible, forever stunning. He's a teacher by profession. He's an electrical engineer by profession. He's an MC. He's a former member of the BR Production and Management. And he's a socialite, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys. Make those trombones for my guest. Mbulelo Mbira.
Yay! Thank you so much for having me, my darling.
I am so honored to give it like emphasis. I am so honored to be sitting next to you. It's such an honor for me as a young girl who lives in the hood, who looks up to you. By the way, I'm your fan.
I'm very honored. Let me just say I'm very honored and thank you for having me today. Thank you
so much. Now, somebody is sitting at home when they're like, oh, short stuff, I should coughing. Oh, who isn't that
Oh, well, I think you have said a mouthful. I am a teacher by profession, and I've also studied other qualifications, as you've said. I have my electrical engineering, I did my heavy current, and then I did my diploma, bachelor's technical degree, and then I ended up doing my PGCE in education. Hey, how young? What am I obey? But you understand you don't just sit home and say that I'm just gonna do whatever that comes my way. You need to foster. You need to foster.
I believe you are not Mosotho. How Mosotho? How Ntate Mbulelo Mbira?
Bali, I'm not. Yes. I think my attire says it all. I am Xhosa, born and bred in Bloemfontein. Yes.
So I thought you
no.
Yeah. Right. So Ntate Mbira.
Yes, babe.
Growing up, what kind of a child were you?
Well, my childhood, I wouldn't say it was that interesting as most people would put it like out there, because I was a very quiet child. I loved education so much from the very young age. I think that's one of the things even today, they put me through that, because discipline. I think the presidency, by Seta from the early age, it has made me who I am today. So I was a very quiet child. I loved my schoolwork so much. I would always, I think this episode will go viral. My friends from childhood, they would relate to this. Chalkboard. Maybe like I was doing my affirmations that I'm going to be this person in future. I used to collect them in a group, and then and then I think I was in grade, what was I doing? Grade 6, grade 7. Yeah, I was still in primary. I exited my primary in grade 7, I think. Yeah, it was an intermediate school.
I'm so curious now that you've talked about your parents. What kind of a household did you grow up in? And the influence in general.
I think I'm very honored to have had parents like I have, because from the young age growing up, my parents have always been open about who I am. They've always been very open about who is Mbulelo and what is he going to do in the nearest future. You understand? So me being out in the open, being the gay person that I am today, it's something that I have embraced from the young age. You understand? So me having to sit here today and talk about it, it's actually going to make me very emotional, because growing up as that kind of child, there are so many things that you face. There are so many obstacles that comes your way. You understand? But being the person that I am, I would say that I'm a very strong person. Ngwanyana ke ngwanyana o strong, ngwanyana a nang le character. You understand? Ke na le character e serious to an extent ya gore le batho ba bangata. I think I have a presence wherever I go. Like I set certain presence. So okay, I've been to this place, and then this is who I am.
And I feel like I should I send a shout out to your parents.
Thank you.
Shout out to Ntate parents. Shout out.
Yeah.
Now, Ntate, we live in a very judgmental society.
Yes.
How did you come out to the society? Now, the world who I am.
Fortunate enough, my darling, I did not have to come out.
Okay.
Like I've said, I've always been this person.
Okay.
I am Mbulelo Mbira. A lot of people out there had to adjust.
Yes.
They had to adjust as to who I am. You understand? So having to come, or maybe changing places, like moving from home and coming to work out of town. Yes, there were a whole lot of things happening. I remember this at that time when I nekisina koloi, ke palame taxi, ke qala ho fitla. Wa bona? Ke ngwanyana wa thoela wa chaisa, ke toropo Spar Shoprite a jere ntse reka dintho tsa hao. So ke ya mo ke dulang teng. Then ona le batho ba dutseng ka taxi, and then these people, they are like, hona le tshego mongwe wa gay ka manene a fitlhing ka sekolong sa saleng. Wa bona? They are talking about me. They did not notice that I'm in the same transport as them. Then babua, and then I was like, that was the only time they realized that I think from that time, it's a promise that I made to myself that I don't want to be situated in a position whereby you understand? Yeah. I had to sacrifice a lot so that I can have myself a car. I not that I did not want to be around people, but I wanted to put away the stigma that's around the LGBTQI plus community. I wanted to have my own safe place. But they want to know what is happening with your life. Not necessarily they want to help you, or they empathize with you. So I've been bullied from a young age. Snacks. I think any gay guy can relate to that. They were calling us by names. I don't want to mention them because I'll be going back, and then I'm going to trigger a whole lot of things, because I think this episode, there's a lot of young boys who are gay that are watching. So I don't want to trigger them in case someone else is still busy calling them out by names. You understand? So I was called out by names. I think that's where I had to work hard. The very same people keep the very same people today. They've played a very vital role. So instead of having my anger directed towards them, I took my anger and I put it into practice. That's when I started studying. I did what I did because I had to prove a point to this masculine heterosexual boys, thinking that we are the men, we are doing this, we are doing that. So I had to show them that even gay people, they can also do that. So for that, I'm very grateful.
Let's talk about your career. Right?
Okay.
You're a teacher. Mm-hmm. I think I've captured how you became a teacher. What inspired you to go into the field of education? I mean, I'm so sure looking at you, there are so many career fields you could have chosen. Mare, is it education you choose?
Well, I want to be very safe. Okay. I think, let me start here. Mbulelo Mbira. Ona le ntwe nana ya onana hore but they just wake up one day and then they are where they are. Little did they know that I was once a call center agent. Ke ne ke founela batho ke ba hopotsa di founung hore hey Retumetsi mamang, you are talking to Mbulelo Mbira and I'm calling you from the other company that I was working for. So I'm calling on behalf of your Edgar's account. I'm calling you on behalf of your Truwords account. You understand? I just want to make an arrangement. How are you going to make a payment on your account? Bare dropelle, bare rwake, bare etseng. That time, ke kgola salary ya ka ine le ntlenyana, ke kgola 2,500 rands. It is what it is. Like, I could do a lot with that money because I used to save that money. Ke palame ke mosebetsing every day. I was working in town, so from home to town every day. Ke palama ke khutla. So that kind of challenge. Then my contract ended. And then I got employed by Eskom Distribution in Bloemfontein. I was working at Eskom. I am a qualified electrical engineer by profession as well. So I was a senior technician at Eskom. So I worked for Eskom for about 3 years. And then after working there, contract ya ka ya fela. Ha contract ya ka e qeta fela, then this other private company, MM Consultants, it's an engineering company as well. They saw my work because I was doing a big project like Eskom, the electrification, to connect the line Eskom to Centric to but I had my technicians on site. They were the ones who were doing that. My only job at that time was to just design the electric grids. So Mantsopa, that's what I used to do. You understand? So right after then, I had to leave the company as well. MM Consultant hired me as the project coordinator. I was doing the same job that I was doing at Eskom, but now for a private entity. And then after then, when my contract ended, I had to go back home. Jwale o tlamehile o hopole go ya hae, o tlo tswa o seng o tlo tshwara phone ya hao, ha ona data, routine ya hao ya tshwana every day, ha o tswa o seng ko ngwanana wa cleaner ke coffee, o tlatsa dijana, o dutse o shebeletse TV. Phone. I forgot that app and but next I Then I decided, let me just go back to school. That's when I did my postgraduate certificate in education, the PGCE. And then while I was doing it, that was when I got employed. Then Bebang Hira, Monantong, Ladybrand. Then the principal hired me that time. That's when I did everything.
God bless the person.
And Dada Ramosena, may he so rest in peace.
Because if I was with I wouldn't be sitting next to you. Now, to our workplace.
Yeah.
I give it to you, but okay. What challenges have you faced as, can I say sorry first?
No, don't say sorry. Just say it as it is.
Yes. And how have you overcome?
I want you to say it several times. As a gay teacher. As a gay teacher.
Somehow?
No, you shouldn't.
Okay.
You shouldn't. Honestly speaking, I have not come across any struggles as to where I'm working or what is it that I'm doing. You understand? I work at an environment whereby Patubamono, they're very welcoming. They are very, open-minded. They allow you to be yourself. They allow you to state that this is who I am and then this is what I want to do.
And the learners?
You understand? My learners, they are also very accommodating. I think we live in an era of instant gratification whereby young people, they want to be famous now. You understand? They want to do certain things for money and then they want to be famous today. You understand? So I think as a young teacher, as maybe I could call myself that, as a young teacher, you become a role model to so many children or kids around school, because I remember there's this one specific learner who once said to me, he's gay. He came to me and then he said, you have no idea. No, I don't want to even mention names. But you have no idea how much I like you. Every day, how can I sing music with Zaza cologne? Parking lot, or I always look at you and then I'm like, you know what? This is me.
One day.
This is me one day. You understand? So we work in a very friendly environment. Even the heterosexual kids, they don't have anything against us because they know that we are here and we are here to stay. I mean, what can you do with us?
That's it.
Re
That's
hohle.
it happen.
Re hohle.
How are your personality traits? Now,
Ah.
looking back at time, what personality traits did you have before you became a teacher and those that developed during the teaching era?
Yes, so I've been a socialite from that time of my life, and then even now I'm still busy with other things like emceeing, and I also worked with BR Productions. Yes.
Now, MC, right? I want to know, how did you start your career in MC? I mean, you're a teacher. There's so many things, by the way. So many things. How did you become an MC, Maj? And what are some of the key milestones that you have achieved in MC?
Okay. Let me start here, ne? My job at the moment, it requires a whole lot of talking. You understand?
Yeah.
And I've seen an advantage in that because I stand in front of so many people, and then I can still go on and on and on and on. Then this other time, there was an event. I don't want to mention where it was. And then this event, I think they did not have an MC. So what they did, because I was communicating with them, we were busy with something. I was part of the event, but then behind the scenes. So these people, they approached me. And then they said that we don't have an MC. Can you please find us an MC? And I was like, you know what? Since tomorrow I'm not busy, I'll be done with everything. I think I can do this for you. And don't pay me. I'm also just going to, I want to take a chance in seeing how far can I go with this. So then it's the day, Saturday. But ba fitla ba kena. Hey, the party in the Nefsi in TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, relive. So everything happened, and then I got on stage. It was a formal event. It was not like a party, kula box, abuti bulabutu. In a very sophisticated formal event. It was a black tie event. So I did wonders that day, and there were very important people visiting that day or forming part of that event specifically. So there's one guy once said to me, "Hi Munna, why don't you just go for MCing, because you can also do it?" Like, oh, do you think I can do it? And then I said, no, you can do it. And then I work at an environment whereby sometimes there's a whole lot of events happening. Sometimes this set, sometimes they are happy, like celebratory events, like a baby farewell. So that's how I started. Milestones, you've asked me. I've also done an event. It was a black tie event. I think it was with ESCOM. They've recently just called me, and then I had to go and then do it. And also for the Department of Education where I'm working, I also did a certain event. And then actually it was not an event as such. It was just a general meeting. And then there were so many directorates coming to Ladybrand, including the director, Yamuteo district. So I was a part of that event. And then I remember that Nkitwa was saying, Kanti, that our former principal, sorry for bringing him up every now and then. We used to work together. So, you need to, I want you to MC an event for me tomorrow, and there's a whole lot of important people coming. So I was like, I don't think I'm up for that. I'm like hotel director, and I was like, was formal. And enough formal is not my thing. I just do it for now, and then comfortable. So ka para formally, and then when I got there, started the event, ended the event after 3 hours, and then I left, and then everything just went smooth. That's when I saw that, you know what, I'm not actually afraid of doing this. It's something that I can do. But I do mostly or preferably your formal events. Those kinds of events, those are the ones that I love. So emceeing that, it's something that I would actually do. But if you would ask me to MC for a wedding, remember now, it will be funny. So I don't think I risk.
Okay. So let's talk BR production and management.
Yes.
What is or what was BR production?
Hey, one bamba. One bamba, Losisi, one bamba. Hey, Potsekana. Okay. BR Productions, like we were doing a whole lot of events. I will just talk about myself. I don't want to get into the company in detail. But what I was doing for BR, they would book BR for events, and then I will be their MC. So if they book, BR will be providing an MC. Probably they will also do decorations and such things for the event that is required, depending on the kind of event that is needed. But mostly the services that I was doing for BR, I was just MCing for them.
How has BR shaped your career in general?
In so many ways. In so many ways. I remember this other time we were hosting an event at Mantsopa municipality. It was a woman event, Wamandla. Yeah, Wamandla was also a part of that. It was such a beautiful event. There were pastors there. There were so many women. They were dressed in color. Everything was just flowing. So it was your kind of woman empowerment event. So I was there, and then I've read, and then I've noticed that a whole lot of women are going through a lot of things. It's just that we are not sure what is it that this person is going through. But if we were given a platform and discuss our problems, you would see people crying, because I remember the other day, the very same day, some women were crying. The pastor there was praying, and then women started crying because they could relate to what she was talking about. You understand? So somehow it had opened so many things in me that I did not even think that it would open. So BR, big ups. I would also want to say shout out to them. Like, they've been good, and then we are coming very strong.
Okay. Let's talk.
Hey!
Gist.
Hey!
Brandon Maqaqa.
Oh, Gosiab!
You guys are friends, right?
Oh, I knew this was going to get there. Brandon.
Yeah.
Yes, we friends. Brandon is my friend. A very good friend of mine, darling.
Know, how did you move from being friends to him being your manager?
Okay, this is what happened. Brandon, I'm not sure what year it was, but it happened that we were attending something together. Wa bona ona le ngwanana o tlo kenang a itlotsitse ka makeup, ngwanana a itlotsitse a le skono ile baba oh bana yeah. And then I see him and I'm like, but I know this guy. And then I'm like, but I don't know a lot of people in Ladybrand, but I think I would want to know this person. So like I told you, I'm a socialite, so we were at a very big event. Then a girl appears. I don't know how we struck a conversation, but then it happened that we got to talk, and then after talking, that's when Mbulelo was started jwale wa shukosha. Dintho tsa tsamaya WhatsApp, hey, Rabua, Facebook, WhatsApp, exchange numbers. And then, okay, Brandon is a very kind person. So we click on so many things. And then we also love going to same places. Yeah, she's your kind, or he's your kind of girl that will do anything. You understand? Brandon, Kenya makeup, strata.
I want to know about the influence.
Okay.
I think I know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. How has it influenced your career?
I think I would say this. When we started becoming friends now, remember now we're getting to be open to one another. And then I remember we had a conversation when he was saying to me, you know what, you have always been a role model kind of person to me, because I've always looked up to you, in as much as you were not that easy. I was not an easy to go person, but he managed to maneuver around. Okay, I got to this point. Abua, like, this is what I like about you. And then he mentioned a whole lot of things, like your personality. You are very educated. You are a socialite. Empathetic, sympathetic. Kaofela dintho tseno di traits tseno tse di tsebang tso tlang ha go batla motho a jwang be role model how. And I was very touched, and I was very honored, like, for having to hear someone saying that. It actually is something that it got me very emotional.
Okay, so what is your current relationship with him now? Because there was a media statement.
Niasitakata abatakati le lawyer.
There were rumors actually of a fallout. I want to know, was there a fallout, like a fallout, or it was a working relationship kind of fallout?
Okay. I remember that thing going on and on and on social media. And I was like, you know what? I'm very big on social media. I would post a picture now and then check it after 2 days or 3 days. I don't go to, I know what to write on social media. I know when to comment. I know my safe places. Should something have happened, I know my corners. Where am I going to offload whatever it is that is going through me? But let me answer your question. There was a whole lot of controversy that was happening around the BR production, Mbulelo Mbira, Brandon Maqaqa thingy going on. And people were taking us and even sharing posts. You understand? So I was looking at that, and then Brandon and I, we did not fight for anything.
Okay.
Us having to take a break from BR Productions, it was something that was discussed prior to the post on Facebook.
That's what I wanted to ask
Yes.
as well. In that statement, so did you guys discuss the statement?
We did discuss, and then we have decided as well that we are actually taking a break from this because of 1, 2, 3 personal reasons. Personal reasons that I'm not going to mention here. Batho bana ba rata ditaba. Ba rata ho bona batho ba qabaneng. Ba rata ho bona batho ba bang le fallout. And I am not the kind of person to have a fallout. Okay, I would have a fallout with anyone. Even my friends, we do have fallouts every now and then. But I think they've speculated too much in that, and there was nothing. Juice. There was no juice. But we were actually laughing behind the social media platforms, me and Brendan, because we actually planned it. We said that we are not going to be seen in public places together. So since now we are fighting, let's fight. Let's give people what they want.
No way.
You understand? We played along. And then boom. What was that event? And then we appeared together.
With my girl.
No. Yeah, guys, little mapilawa please. Now let's talk personal life and friendships in the Dembika. What kind of a friend do you think you are?
Well, wow. I think everyone would say that they're good friends. Well, I think my friends and people who know me can say it better. But to me, my opinion, Bantu Basa Ladybrand, I'm sure you are listening. This is my opinion. Okay. I think I'm a very easy to go kind of person. How Tala Hombona, I have a very serious face.
I
have a very serious face that is very intimidating. And number 2, I have a presence. When I enter a room, I do have a presence. So it's things like it's bangoring. Probably kibo. Why kutwa? Oh, Baban. So they talk about a lot of things, but I personally think that I'm a very genuine person. I'm a straight talker. I say it like it is. And I'm not going to sugarcoat anything that comes with whatever. Bullshit is bullshit.
Amen.
Hare praise nonsense.
Yes.
Dintho di etsahala ha re nne re re ke mokgotsi wa ka, but I will just say it lighter. Friend, what you are doing now with a shit. You understand? That is the kind of person that I am. Straightforward. And once we talked about something, I move. You understand? Number 2, I love my friends. My friends are like my family. I make sure that they are okay. Everyone is okay. We communicate on a daily basis. In as much as I'm busy, but I also make time for my friends. I know my people. I wouldn't say even they are my friends because I regard them as my family because it's a family away from home. When I'm here, I know this is my family, the group of people that I have. But the tricky part is I don't have many friends.
Okay.
I have a very few friends. And these people, people that know me, people that can relate to whom Mbulelo Mbira is. Eseng batho ba tlang ha qeta ho jega mona ba o moni o Maqaqa wa tella wa ikgantsha wa ikutlwa ba bana tseo kaofela ke batho ba sa ntsebeng batho.
Yeah.
I'm not that kind of person once you get to know me. I think everyone has a personality. Let's embrace one another. Let people be whom they are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now let's talk about the maintenance of friendship. How do you maintain a strong friendship?
I love spending time with my friends. I love making sure that I know as busy as I am, but I do make time. I would drive from my place and then go see, like you've mentioned, Brendan. I would just go and see him. And then re for 1 hour, 30 minutes. It's enough for me. I've seen him, we talked, we've talked about so many things. But on daily basis, we do speak on WhatsApp, we do speak on phone calls. We video call, WhatsApp call, voice call. You understand?
All right.
Those kinds of things. So we do have a very working relationship with them.
Ladies and gentlemen, we took a break.
Yes.
It was very much necessary. I did say that he's a socialite. Like him, beauty.
Thank
More
you.
than beautiful. Marvelous. No.
Yes, I think beauty is it's nice.
Extra beauty.
Oh, thank you so much, my darling. I would also like to send a shout out to Maqaqa Africa by Laduma for giving me this platform to also wear their t-shirts.
I get to for it.
Mara.
You know. So I did say already, the next topic is my favorite.
Okay.
I have so many questions in my head.
Question now.
Let's talk love.
Oh my word.
Okay, are you a simp?
I'm what?
A simp, a lover.
No, yes, I'm a lover. I'm a lover, and when I love, I make sure that I go out of my way in showing a person that I love. I'm a Scorpio, so we have a lot of love. Like, we give love, even when it's unnecessary. Ke tlo fa lerato le lengata le lengata o le mogotsi wa ka kapa re relationship being like I would give you love.
Okay. What's the craziest thing you've done in the name of love?
Fuck. I'm sorry to say that.
Yeah.
But hey, we've done so many things. I remember way back before I even came this side, I was dating some other guy. And then he got approached by the Lion King Productions in Australia. So he was singing, he was into music, joyous celebration in the background, the backup singer kind of guy. And then they called him and we were in love. In a very longest relationship, I think we were in our 6th year now. So they called him and then he had to go to Australia. So the day before he left, the day before he left, we went to the airport and then, okay, he checked in. So before he gets into the, what do you call, the only these two things, before you first check in at the airport, and then after checking in, then there's going to be a boarding time. Boarding time is when you leave and then go to the plane. Hi, Akamani. Mayana hana ticket. Did I not go in with him? That was when I started crying. Like, I could not get enough of that because, like, it was so emotional for me because he was the first guy that I've ever loved to that extent. You understand? So up until today, I still think that I don't know what would have become of that, but I'm happy for him. Whatever it is that he's doing, I'm so happy for him. Yeah.
Okay. Now that you've spoke about flights, let's fly away.
Yeah.
Okay.
For some reason, I knew you were going to come to that one.
Just more.
Lerato ditaba tsa batho.
Nna ke mosebetsi wa ka.
Mara rona re rata ditaba tsa batho and rona re rata ho bua ka ditaba tsa rona. Okay.
Let's talk Jay-Z, man.
Okay.
So there's a guy, Lana.
Yo, what up?
I believe you guys are no longer together.
Yeah,
What
man.
led to the separation?
Man, where do I start? Okay, Guy and I were very close. Still close.
Okay.
Still close, don't get that confused. I know a whole lot of people thinking that we are hating on each other. And then I will give you ditaba tsaka ha ke le ready for ditaba tsaka.
Ona lenda.
Right.
Ke batla motho a tsebe nna le ditaba tsa ka ha nna ke mo file tsona. E seng yena a tsebe ditaba tsa ka before nna ke mo neha tsona. You understand? So now, Guy and I, we had a very good relationship. We still have a relationship, not the romantic relationship kind of thing, but we had a very good relationship going. And then it was a challenge in the beginning when it all started, because when I arrived here, there was still that stigma. Who, gay, what? This is new to us. What are you doing? In as much as there were gay guys and everything that was happening around, but I think probably because like I said, I'm a public figure, so a lot of people, like, they know me. So mine became the subject, you understand? Because of the things that were happening. From my side, I would not say that who was wrong, who was not wrong. But then things happened that I would not like to get into. But the kind of things that would actually make us to go to an extent of saying that, hey man, rabona, ra leka, re lichile. But there's a whole lot of people, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna bluntly say it. A whole lot of people, they would be very jealous of our relationship. You understand? They would be jealous to an extent that I mean, bruh, I just found love. Why can't you just allow me? Why can't you just allow us? Where could we have been now with the person? Why did you have to go and say 1, 2, 3? Oh, cannot and the very same thing in Tekibuakayana. So it had gotten to a point whereby they tried it in so many times. I think we dated for something like 7 years. So they tried by all means. There's so many girls who wanted to make sure that they so, but Ahmed, we got to a point whereby we said, and then I actually had to do the other things and say, come to realization and say, you know what, this is actually not working for me. But then, did it kill our friendship? Did it kill our bond? Did it kill us being him and I? There's a certain name that he calls me with, but then I'm not going to say it. So it's such things, they linked it's already, okay, let's just let bygones be bygones, man.
It was time.
It was time, and well, we don't have beef, bruh. Okay. We're good. Now, I'm going to send a text. Where's my phone? Where's my phone?
So allegedly, in bold letters, there was a ring involved.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about the ring.
Well. So after I met someone, we're still together, and then the guy is not from here. The ring, we started the relationship, I think, in Bloemfontein, and then I came this side because of work and everything then I was doing, you understand? So, the ring, I put it for a very long time. I think everyone was asking about, there was rounds going on, like, ring, and then I was like, you know what, guys, it's not a promise ring. This is me saying that I'm engaged. You understand? So, like every other relationship, like there's certain things that happen. You understand? You are going to reach a point whereby maybe you guys have a fight or maybe a fallout or whatever that might be happening at that time. So, it's such struggles that has put me to an extent of saying, okay, for now, let me just remove it. It was not the end of the relationship. By the way, it was not the end of the relationship. He's still around. We're still together. I think hopefully one of the good days you'll see him.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's talk money.
Share it. Yeah.
How important is financial literacy to
you? Girl. Mm-hmm. You know, one thing for sure, I love money.
Everybody loves
I love spending my money. I'm the kind of person that would go out and then just spend their money. I would buy myself whatever it is that I'll be drinking. I'll buy myself whatever it is that I'll be like wearing or whatever. If you feel like you're comfortable, you can interview. So I love money and I make decisions as to how am I going to use my money. You understand? I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm actually an expert on money. We all have our lows. We all have our highs. And fortunate enough, I'm one of the person or people who went to their lows. You know, you are used to this kind of money. And then now, because of certain things that are happening with the economy as well, interrupting every now and then within our financial maneuver. So I had to also see how to go about dinthong tse ngata tse ke di etsang, you understand? In as much as I would boldly say that it has limited me in so many ways, because I would do certain things, but now when you ask me, then I'll be like, no, I'm no longer doing that because I'm on a break. I will go back once everything is sorted, and then the economy is a sharp ranta right then.
Right. And they didn't be the 5 last quiz.
Okay.
What is the one thing that people think they know about you, but they actually do not know?
Thinking that I have lots and lots of money, darling. People have a thing of thinking that I have money. You understand?
Okay.
I just want to boldly say that I live within my means. I'm not rich. I would love to be rich. I would love to have that money. I don't have money. I do have money, but it's not that money. But it's money that can sustain me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the one thing that people do not know at all about you?
One thing that people don't know about me is that I sleep a lot.
Okay.
I love my sleep. People would see you starting every day. Oh, banana, you are always just dolled up.
Yeah.
No. Immediately when I get home, after a long day, 2:30, after knocking off, I'm driving to my place. When I get home, the first thing that I do, and then I get into a bathtub, and then ke batla ho ba comfortable ke le ka tlung, ke rata ho dula spacing sa ka ke le comfortable wa bona. Yeah.
What are the 5 things that you can't leave the house without, like each and every day?
Well, I can't leave my house without my cell phone. That's the first one. Second one, I can't leave my house without my car, obviously.
Okay.
I need my car. I can't leave home without my cards.
Yes.
I need my cards because anything can happen anytime. You understand? I cannot leave my house without cologne.
Hallelujah. Environment.
Yeah, I did not say that. And then I think the last one, when I go out of when I leave my place, I would take a book with me. I love reading. So it's something that I've started doing from the young age. So I would take either one, if not 2 novels, but so that whenever I get free during the day, then I know that I can have my novel and just go to the car and then read. Or maybe car office, wherever, staff room, in car, something. Or kai ke phakile toropo ke ne ke le busy kang, and then when I get in the room, then ke setse ke bala hanyane.
Okay. I thought you would go a little extra outfit.
Not really. You know why I don't? You know, those ones, this standard, because di le ka koloing, but mazaza le di eng because ke dinto tse ke tsebang hore ke bear a certain view ka mo koloing, because ina le problem ya mahlo. But dinto tse ding, like honestly speaking, ke into the when it comes to outfit change, I don't do that. But because I would go to a place knowing that, okay, this is what's going to happen. Ke amo for the occasion, since ke apere for the occasion. I don't need any extras.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the one song that you are currently obsessed about?
I don't know who's the artist, ne?
Okay.
And then it's a gospel song. I'm not sure what is it. Asidingi nasibane. I forgot the song, but I forgot the artist. But then the name of the song is Asiko Isibani. Asiko Isibani, something joyous celebration.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
5 words to the 5-year-old Mbulelo.
Oh, dear child, when you grow up, make sure that you understand who you are. Make sure that you know the importance of self-worth.
Yes.
Make sure that you do everything. Time is everything. and also have financial education in everything that you do. I wish someone would tell me that in a very young age. And then, have also financial education, and also make sure that whatever it is that you do it. Ska etsa kort kapo tshukeng ska etsa hanyane full force, and make sure that whatever that you start, you finish. Don't just leave things hanging. You start something, make sure that fits. That didn't how. Why Toma why fits.
So we have come to the end of our first episode. Oh, by the way, how do you feel that you are the first guest? Yeah, very important.
Actually, I was not aware until last week when we were talking, because I always thought that, okay, there's some people that are coming and then but then I was like, why not starting? I was like, okay, the producer has said it, so I might as well just go and give my best shot.
Any final words to I don't know your followers, but to somebody who looks up to you, like myself?
Okay, I just want to say that whatever it is that you do, make sure that the first thing that you start with, understand yourself. Know yourself and understand also your self-worth. You understand? Also, everything that you do, always pair it with time also. Time frame, time management, and also the biggest thing that I love to say is that whenever you start something, it fits. Finish whatever it is that you start. Don't get bored. Don't get annoyed along the line. Just do it. You understand?
Well,
yeah.
Ladybrand, thank you so much.
Okay, I'm on Facebook. You can get me Mbulelo Mbira on Facebook. I'm using that account, and then I think you will see the recent one. And then on Instagram, it's Mbulelo_M2. And then TikTok, that account then I post on Facebook some other time.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. From myself, from Ladybrand and the rest of the crew, it's a good.
Thank you.